Hello friends, Savle here, welcome back to my blind playthrough of Planescape Torment. This is episode 30, and we are here in the tomb pondering the inscriptions, which I believe I said at the end of last episode that I would try to figure them out off camera, and I totally didn't, so this will be fun to try to figure them out in real time. Alright, I think the first thing to do here is to go through them from left to right, so in the order that I was actually meant to read them. Now I will go through them quicker, of course, not as slow as for the first time. I will sort of just skim them, try to get the gist of it, and maybe say some highlights that I notice. Right, just give me life. I will destroy this life, let all creation burn, for I cannot die. So the nameless one here is just raging because of his inability to die, and he is angry at everything and everyone, it seems. The panel is crafted in such a way that it can recess into the wall, which, as far as I understand, is the case for all the panels, but I'm not quite certain if that's the case. So I think one of the things that I want to do here is to actually try that. So let me push the panel. Here, click from the sarcophagus behind you, which happened the last time, but if I investigate the sarcophagus... Your efforts are in vain. The sarcophagus lid appears to be locked firmly in place. Well then, Inscription 2 it is. This is the one which told me to not trust the skull. Is it Morte? I mean, it's gotta be Morte. Why am I bringing it up even? Of course it's Morte, but again, it's that was a really neat reveal at the end of the last episode. It totally caught me off guard because up until this moment, I never really suspected Morte of anything. Like, I never suspected him of even lying to me or misrepresenting the truth in any sort of way. Which I guess is prone to happen if a game gives you a companion so early on and you learn to rely on them in most things quickly. At first I relied on him in lore, and now I even rely on him in combat, so he's like the... I consider him the most reliable person around, you know? And apparently I'm not meant to trust him. Then again, maybe I should just not trust the past nameless one who wrote this, you know? Who knows? Let's push the panel. You know what? I think what I'm supposed to do here is just push all the panels in the correct... I mean, in the chronological order, let's say. Is it chronological? Maybe. Just push them in the right order from left to right, I think. I was trying to think like, oh, is there some sort of crazy puzzle here? Do I have to read every inscription and figure out which one I'm supposed to push? Or is there like a sequence that I gotta push? Actually, one of my early thoughts, I'm not sure if I mentioned it in the episode, was that maybe these inscriptions were written all at different times, and I have to sort of find the chronology of them. So, I think that would be pretty complicated with eight inscriptions like this. Now, this one I cannot push, and I'm not certain if it's because I already pushed it or not. Hang on. What if I approach one which I have already pushed? Oh, okay. Alright, it doesn't say that I can push it again, so... Or maybe it's just that one of them is pushed currently. No. Okay, so I pushed it, and there it is. So, in theory, I should just push all of them, right? Continue to die and be reborn until we finally get our life right. Right, hang on. I didn't actually properly read this one. Record your journeys, right? If key figures, documents, or oracles are somehow removed, either by death or destruction, you will never know who or what you are or how you came to be this way. How do you mean removed? Well, I guess removed is pretty clear, but these key figures... I wonder how many key figures like this there would be. I assume Pharod is is a key figure, since this inscription told us to seek him out, right? Continue to die and be reborn until we finally get life right. Karmic cycle. I do not know. I do not know indeed. Oh, hang on. Now I get the option to examine the panel. Okay, I think I pressed all 4 of those. If not, I will figure it out, right? It will be pretty obvious because we're not really going anywhere until we figure out these inscriptions. I have lost lifetimes because of my killer. My killer. This is such an interesting concept. The killer who sort of chases you in each one of your lives. Someone who always comes back to get you in the end, you know? Somehow the killer always knows that I live, and no matter where on the plains I hide, he finds me eventually. So my question is, how often does the Nameless One get resurrected? Like, how much time passes between his death and his resurrection? Can this span of time vary? Can it be various months, various years, decades, perhaps? Because, yeah, I say here that the killer always knows that I live, which is a weird sentence to say, isn't it? Because I think that sentence only makes sense if there is some variety in how soon I get resurrected. If there isn't, then the killer, of course they know I live, because that's just what always happens, right? But I assume there have to be pretty long periods of time where the Nameless One is simply not alive. See, now I'm actually starting to doubt whether I don't actually know more about this from some source, but I honestly can't remember. There could be something somewhere, but if there is, I completely tuned it out. There is nothing that can be done. Memories are gone, perhaps never to return. Okay, I believe this is the one that I read first, so I of course pushed the panel in. So they said, you have been divided, you are one of many men. You bear many names, and each has left their scars on your flesh. And there are all the names. 1,000 deaths, doomed to live, life holds prisoner. These all make sense. Yemeth, though. Yemeth is something to remember, and I believe I wrote that name down. I did. Okay, so let's push the panel. No, that's the same write-up as before. I was like, is this different? No. Fear names. And this is the last sarcophagus, that about fearing names, which I think is pretty significant, isn't it? I think this is the one that I am really meant to remember from this. I am the Nameless One. Okay, I believe I pushed all the panels in. The sarcophagus lid moves with ease. The locking mechanism has been undone. Open the sarcophagus. What will I find inside? Will I find the body of a previous incarnation? I mean, that doesn't seem to be how these incarnations work. It seems to be me in the same body, as far as I understand, which is why my current body looks, well, dead. But, I mean, could be something different than a body in the sarcophagus. A body in the sarcophagus, that's kind of on the nose, right? So I'm expecting like a portal, but I don't know. Could be anything. Could be Morte. You open the sarcophagus only to discover a single key lying within. There is no body, nothing of any worth. Hang on. About me talking about the periods of time between my death and resurrection. I definitely spent them here in the tomb. Isn't that right? This is where I rest. This is where I rest. This is where I write these little inscriptions if I, you know, when I start to think about my condition, etc. So I'm sort of dead but not dead. I'm sort of in like a limbo here in this place before I get let loose into the world. Could be. There is no body, nothing of any worth. I mean, right now the key is of a lot of worth to me. And item dropped. Classic. Do I really need to carry this receiving log page on me? I don't know. Do I really need to carry this bronze sphere? Off with you. No, I mean, I could... Oh god, this is a difficult choice. Well, I assume I don't really need the tomb keys anymore. So, let me... What? I thought I got a key, and what I got is a bone-framed journal. I wonder whose journal it is. So, is this the one that I've been looking for this entire time? This appears to be some sort of journal. Sheets of dried human skin have been stretched across the framework of bone. And strangely enough... Hang on, is this the journal that I already had? Did the key go into my inventory and replace the journal, which then got dropped? I'm so confused. Where's the key? 1, 2, 3. I also have 4. Hang on, is 4 the one... This is a portal key? Oh, so is 4... No. Never mind. I'm so confused. Is 4 new, or is the journal new? Hang on. The journal description is definitely the same one. Okay, the description is the same one because the journal always looks the same, but the journal is new, I guess. This appears to be some sort of journal. Sheets of dried human skin have been stretched across a framework of bone, and strangely enough it appears the sheets of skin have healed together at the seams, forming the spine of a makeshift book. It looks like the outer sheets of skin form a cover for the other skin sheets locked inside the bone frame. Well, I have the option to unhook the bone frame and read the scrap of skin inside. And, never mind. No, this is definitely the one that I've already read. Okay. I apologize for being so confused today. What just happened? I found a tomb. In the center of it was an empty sarcophagus with a key, right? Which I guess is, of course, just the key that lets me get out of here. But how? Through this door? So is this it for the tomb?
Don't let it end like this.
I walked over the stupid...
All right.
Did I just... Hang on, what? Did I just accidentally reset my progress? No? I mean, I still carry the same items. What the hell is going on in here? What is going on? Okay, let's just keep holding tab to see if there's anything. Oh! Charm of Infinite Recall. Lore skill set to 100. Temporarily, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I've read this one. Well. Oh, come on, stop it. Okay, let me just really examine all the corpses, but how do I get out of here? Oh. This is new. Whoa, okay, that looks like really good loot to me. Hang on. Heart Charm, Bloody Teardrop, Corpse Fly Charm. I really shouldn't have walked in with a full inventory, should I? Silver earrings, silver bracelets. These are probably gonna be more valuable than the bronze ones too, so I don't want to throw them away outright. A battle axe. I don't really need a battle axe, to be honest. Corpse Fly Charm. Well, I know what it is, but I never really used it in any way. Heart Charm. Heals 27 hit points. This glistening drop of blood is as hard and smooth as a pearl. When placed on the tongue, it dissolves instantly and spreads through the user's veins and heart. I mean, I can see how this would be useful, so I'll try to take it. The heart charm is more powerful than the blood and clot charms, and it heals a number of wounds instantly, even serious or critical injuries. Furthermore, the user will also gain a rush of energy, removing any fatigue they may otherwise be feeling. That is powerful. I'm trying so hard to decide what I don't need. The stupid dirty rat charm, probably. This glistening drop of blood is as hard and smooth as a pearl. It pulses slightly as if being driven by an invisible heart, and it can be identified if I understand this correctly. Hang on, this is a good idea. I should actually use this to identify unknown items, right? It can only be used on the quick item menu on the world screen. Quick item menu on the world screen? Oh yeah, that. After the charm is used... Oh, so it allows me to identify multiple items. Must be used quickly. Okay. Right. Right-click and examine each item I want to identify. Well, I will try that then, because I do have this pipe. And, well, this pipe... should I be identifying those pipes? Are they useful for anything? Hang on, do I have a pipe slot? I have a hand. I have a wrist slot. Okay, maybe, or maybe it's for one of my companions. Man, I really screwed myself over by by becoming a mage, because now I'm unable to carry all of those things that I keep picking up. Well, I don't really need the left arm. Let's throw that away, and the punch daggers also. And just like that, I have enough slots in my inventory for... What is a knot charm? A knot charm. This charm is made from a small piece of hemp knotted into a loop. No matter how much you study it, however, you cannot seem to figure out how the knot was tied. It looks like it has been wrapped around, inside, and even through itself several times. Ironically, despite the knot's complexity, it comes undone easily when pulled. The person undoing the knot charm temporarily gains a rush of strength, allowing them to do more damage with melee attacks and carry more weight. Cool. Not really something that I'm focused on too much. You know what I really need? Like a personal chest that I can deposit things like these into. The sort of thing that you get in modern RPGs often. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get something like that in Planescape. Just had an epiphany. I can definitely wear a bracelet on my hand. Okay, let's pick up... well, I guess the battle axe would be pretty valuable. I don't know, I don't really think I need these, but maybe if I ever need a lot of strength... who knows? Who knows which one is best for me? Hopefully I will be able to come back here, if I ever need to. And we are back in the Drowned Nations.
I'm gone.
Alright, companions mine, you would not believe the exciting time I've had. Reading the write-ups of my past dead self. Truly enlightening. Morte, you want to chat about that, by the way? This is a good idea, isn't it? Let's try chatting with Morte.
Hey, what's eating you, Chief?
Okay. Let's chat with him and see if there are any new options. Hey Morte, can you read to me what's tattooed on my back again? Oh, come on, Chief, don't tell me you forgot again. No, I think I want to hear all of it this time. Go ahead, refresh my memory. Yes, let's give him an opportunity to correct his mistake. Bet I'm going to be hearing that a lot. Let's see. Okay. Unimportant stuff. Keep going. The last bit, huh? Go on, what does it say after that? What are you talking about, Chief? There isn't any more. What about don't trust the skull?
Updated my journal.
Oh, that bit at the end? Well, I figured it was washed, so I didn't read that line out loud. Oh, really? And what do you think it means, Morte? Come here, let's worry our pretty little heads about this just a while longer, you know? Do you think it could possibly, conceivably, refer to you? I doubt it. I mean, you can trust me, right, Chief? I don't know, can I? You tell me. Are you lying to me, Morte? No! Come on, what's your problem, Chief? I haven't steered you wrong yet. Yet. I don't like the fact that you didn't read me that line, and I'd like to know what else you've neglected to mention since we've been traveling together. I hope this will not alienate Morte from me completely, but I feel like he is owed a stern talking to, you know? So, yeah, let's do it. Nothing. I've told you everything. Well, almost everything, but nothing, you know, dangerous. Okay, well, if there is anything else, start talking. Chief, seriously, there's nothing here. I wouldn't hold out on you. Alright then, Morte. I had some other questions. Why... Why didn't you tell me? And that's not another question, but let's ask it anyway. Why didn't you tell me about that extra line of tattoos on my back? Oh, okay. Same reply. Well, I could use some advice then. My good advisor who never leads me wrong. What do you think we should do next? Well, here's how I see things. I say we try and nick this bronze sphere as soon as possible and get it back to old Stuttercrutch. Good point. We are on our way to old Stuttercrutch. Just remind me, you said you're a Mimir, right? Yeah, a Mimir's a floating encyclopedia. You put information in, you get information out. I see, and how did you die? No idea, Chief. I kinda forgot when I died. I can't say I blame myself much. At least there was something waiting for me after I died. Even if it is life as a floating skull. I mean, it could have been worse. When you say you kinda forgot, is it the same thing as when you kinda forgot to read the end of the inscription to me? What happened to your body? I don't know, alright? It's just gone. Morte glares at you. But don't think I miss it because I'm happy just the way I am. And I don't need your half-wit judgments or snide remarks, alright? Well, what about my compassion as a friend, Morte? Well, let's go. Shake a leg. I'm not convinced you aren't some sort of walking curse that's destined to follow me around. Yeah, look who's talking. Let's go. I feel like this conversation went a bit worse than our previous ones. It was a bit more hostile. Hopefully we're still good. I mean, I am kind of pissed that he didn't tell me. It really does make you wonder about all the things he could be hiding, you know? A slight murmur and susurrus emanates from these openings as if there were something dwelling within. Susurrus, is that a real word in English? I know what it means because I also speak Spanish, but in which susurrar is like to whisper, right? I think, but is that really a word that the English has as well? I guess it's gotta come from Latin then, if it's common to both of those languages. Whoa! Holy shit! I was not ready for that surprise attack. Well, then again, that is kind of the point of surprise attacks, you know. Hang on, how many are there? Oh, there are actually quite a lot of them.
Did you see that?
What is that? Did you see that? Was that a bug? I paused the game and he kept hitting him, which I'm not complaining about.
Damn it.
Wait, did I just... I'm sorry, did I just start playing this as a almost turn-based game?
I'm gone.
I had no idea this was possible. You can pause the game and let them hit who they're currently hitting?
Endure.
Since when?
Enduring grows strong.
Have I never tried this?
Yeah.
I guess I haven't, but like... Well, okay, I don't even know why I'm so surprised, but... Well, I expected the pause game button to really pause the game, you know? To let me think strategically, but instead I gotta worry about my enemies hitting my companions. Well, fortunately, so far it's been mostly the other way around, because Morte is a beast, but...
Damn it. Damn it.
What? There are more coming? What is this?
I will hear you.
Ooh, 6 damage, that hurt. Let's heal you up. Blood Charm is not the way to heal up. I need some bandages. Do I have any bandages? Yes. Can I use them? Yes. Can I? Well, I guess I'll use them up. Because I honestly thought I had more, but I guess I used a lot of them in the last episode, right? 200 XP. I don't like the fact that the combat music is still playing. But I don't see any more.
I'm gone.
So... okay, there they are. Well, let's investigate this corpse before we start the combat. Copper Commons, Warhammer, Blood Charm, okay. Nothing crazy.
What's up, Chief?
All right.
Oh, what is this? A decanter. This is a normal stoppered flask. There's a small quantity of water inside. Oh. Interesting. Now, let's put away some of these things. So that I don't have to make crazy decisions like I just had to in the tomb there. Armor, Fist of Iron. Man, I really did not choose my spells well, did I? I guess I could try Blood Bridge on... hang on, it's not gonna work on Morte, is it? I don't know, let's just try it. Okay, it did work. I thought there was something in the spell description that told me that it wouldn't, but I guess it does. Which is convenient right now.
Damn it. Just folly.
I'm gone.
Now I get the description, as if there were something dwelling within. Well, yes, there is. There are lots of these guys dwelling. Okay, nothing too important here.
What's up?
Gotta deal with the leftovers.
Did you see that?
Done.
Sure did. Let's just walk around once more to make sure. Seems to be just a regular skull here. I cannot go through here, okay. Alright, so looks like I fully explored the place, I think. So we can back out to the Drowned Nations. Actually, we are basically at the Drowned Nations, right? I think.
Yeah. Sure, why not?
Well, I just realized I stretched my hands directly into the camera. That was not my intention. That was a really unfortunate way to do that.
Did you see that?
Alright,
All right.
I seriously see nothing else here that deserves my attention, so I guess it's time to back out. I could go to the Warrens. Well, actually, yes, that's where I will go, right? I will go to the Warrens of Thought. Was that the name? I believe so. Okay, Warrens of Thought, and this is actually a new area to me here. Wow, looks enormous. Oh, and I'm gonna have to worry about cranium rats here, aren't I? Well, not just cranium rats, but the
All
were
right.
rats and all sorts of nasties. The door is locked.
It is I.
Can
Your
I
path
do
is
anything
mine.
about that?
I cannot.
Actually, no. I'm really not equipped for this today. So
All right.
let me back out. Let me try and rest. I think that's
I'm
the
gone.
most important thing I gotta do right now, is rest. So if I can find Hargrim, I will do so. And then I will try to get outside to come back to Pharod and hand in the bronze sphere. Could we rest here? Hang on, how did this spell book work again? Oh no, I should have changed my spells and then rested, right? Okay, wrong order. Never mind, I will have to rest again. So let's decide which spells we want here. Armor actually turned out to not be all that useful to me because I never really found the opportunity to use it, as I like to just avoid confrontations with the Nameless one. But now I have a lot of new options, right? So Scripture of Steel, +1 to hit, +1 to saving throws to friendly creatures. I think that is a great spell. Submerge the Will. Protective Energy. And then this is like cursing a creature. Okay. I think I'll take all of them, actually. Level 2. Just a bunch of Blood Bridge. Elysium Tears. The skies of the upper planes shed tears when evil is done. These tears can burn even the most armored of foes. The caster chooses any single target within range. Then a stream of small meteors rain down and strike the target and surrounding area. 1 meteor for each level of experience, up to a maximum of 10. That's right. Each missile that hits inflicts 1 to 2 points of blunt damage and 1 to 4 points of fire damage. Okay, that sounds just like a killer spell to eradicate an entire room of monsters.
Endure.
And of course, let's not forget the
In
con.
enduring, grow strong.
Show me your spells. Ooh, he has power of 1 he already uses. Okay. Increases the target strength score. I guess that is rather useful because I often have him whacking enemies with his sword. Then again, he's not really all that great at that, so I think boosting his strength temporarily like this could actually be useful. And I don't think Blood Bridge suits him because he's usually pretty low on health. We have also submerged the will here. Hang on, no, which one is the new one? Reign of Anger, that's the one that the Nameless one doesn't have. I think that's a great one, and I need more of it.
Huh?
Morte, you don't have a spellbook? Okay, just checking. Just checking, because who knows what kind of secrets you are hiding from us, you know?
I'm gone.
Alright, it's time to get out of here. If I can remember which way I came in. Back to Weeping Stone Catacombs. Sounds promising.
I'm gone.
Now, hopefully, no new rats or were rats or anything like that have appeared since our last visit, because I am looking forward to a pretty smooth passage back to Pharod. What about Glyve, though? I haven't thought about the Glyve in a while. What did he ask me to do again? I know he asked me to do something. If I can type. Oh, he's not in the journal. Cool. He did ask us to do something, right? He asked us to find the decanter of endless water. Oh. Did we pick up some kind of decanter, perchance? I wonder. Decanter of endless water. Well, good thing that I checked. My friend. Well, I'm not actually sure if you're going to be friendly, but my friend. Seriously, I'm supposed to remember what kind of voice I gave this guy. I have no idea. Have you found the flask of which I spoke? Yes. A note of eagerness creeps into Glyve's dead voice. You have it. Pour some of its water across my lips, and I shall tell you what I promised to tell you. Here you go. Whoa! The clear water from the flask trickles across the stone lips, diluting the filthy flow that spews from the holes. As you watch, the ditch's water slowly dissipates entirely, the dirty taint of it replaced by clear, fresh water. Glyve groans in ecstasy. After a moment, he says, "Do you wish your answer now or later?" If only I could remember what you promised to tell me. I tried to find out, man. It wasn't in the journal. Give it to me now, then. Seek out the woman called Nemel. She resides in the Clerk's Ward in Upper Sigil. I know not where exactly. Best of luck in your quest, immortal. The voice seems to fade as it speaks to you. Okay.
Updated my journal.
A few more questions. The stone face is silent. A trickle of clear water runs from the corner of its eye, and the grimace carved into the face has loosened. Glyve, listen, buddy, I need more answers. Very well, then. You know, boss, I was getting really sick of his constant pauses. Anyway, it's a good thing he's shut up now. Very funny, Morte. By which I mean not at all, okay? This is a serious matter. Oh, these guys. Yeah, I guess I haven't really been to this part of the catacombs yet. I mean, I would test out some of the newly learned spells, but I feel like against these three guys, it would be a waste. Okay, Master Headbutter has finished his job. Whoa! Okay. I mean,
What's up, Chief?
they look scary, but they're honestly not that bad, are they? None of them will be able to hit Mr. Morte, and he can just take care of them one by one.
Did you see that?
All right.
Man, I am enjoying this game,
the
but
word, Chief?
I'm definitely not playing it for the combat system, let me tell you. That's what I hear, though, that nobody really enjoys the Planescape combat system.
Damn it.
It's kind of just there in the game, and it kind of pales in comparison with the writing and characters, which are so much more interesting. A claw, huh? This is the foot of some large bird. More than likely, this was discarded from someone's dinner. Sounds like something I totally need. Hang on, where does this lead? To the Crypt of Dismemberment. The Crypt of the Embrace. That's right, there were these various crypts and warrants and stuff like that. Should we try them? Well, I guess so, since we're already here. Dismembered Crypt. These gratings are slightly crusted with old, dried blood. Man, let me tell you, this does not look like a crypt to me. Compared to the surroundings outside, it's basically like a palace, you know?
All right.
Except for these traps or whatever they are. I do not appreciate those, okay? Stairs? Seriously? How many floors does this thing have? Flakes of rust have been scraped off this, as if it had been recently moved. Alright. Whoa! What the hell just happened? I guess touching it was not the right call? Let's touch it again. Oh, just... literally just, wow, okay, let's watch out for these things. Maybe we will leave the crypt for later? Yeah, let's avoid the gratings if we can. I don't know, man.
All right.
These almost killed me. Granted, I should have been perhaps a bit more careful choosing where to step there, but I feel like I want to deliver the sphere first, you know, just to know what's going on, know more, and
I hear you. I shall serve.
we can come back here later.
Done.
Damn it.
I think that's pretty much the only thing that we will have time for by the end of this episode anyway, is to deliver the sphere, if we're lucky, that is.
Done.
Alright, Bar. Let's have a chat, you and me. The guard straightens up. You got what Pharod wanting, Burke? Yes. Show it to me, Burke, and I'll raise the gate. But not until, right? Show it. Alright, come on back in. Thanks. Now, Mr. Pharod, where were you again? Was it, yes, it was there. Let's just check out this bronze sphere one more time before we give it away. This simple bronze sphere is about a foot across, but it is surprisingly light, as if hollow inside. Although its basic appearance is normal enough, this sphere somehow manages to offend the rest of your senses. The texture of the sphere, just the feel of it, gives you the impression it's an egg that's just about to burst open. Just touching it makes your skin crawl. To make matters worse, the faint smell of rotten custards emanates from it, and it makes your eyes water. And I can use it. Use it in what way, though? That is something that I should have checked out, but I don't want to mess something up here. Okay, I can just examine it. Good thing I remembered to do this. Oh, never mind. It just says the same thing as in the description. Wow. And now I remember that I've already done this once, right? So I actually knew that.
Done.
Well, Pharod. Ah, corpse. Pharod turns as you approach, his crutch clacking on the cobbles of the court. He licks his lips and smiles expectantly. Have you brought me what I asked for? The bronze sphere. Here it is. 15,000 XP. I feel rich now. Pharod's eyes gleam as you hand him the bronze sphere. He touches it gingerly, almost reverently. You... He chuckles. Ah, corpse. Such a gamble you wear. And paid off handsomely you have. Pharod studies his reflection in the sphere and you really can't say that in a sentence. The years have been cruel to me, I see. I did what you asked, Pharod. Now I want some answers. Did he have me bring him this sphere just to see his own reflection? Did I just bring him a really expensive mirror? Pharod doesn't even look at you as you speak. His attention is swallowed by the sphere he holds. Yes, yes. Ask your questions. Pharod turns the sphere in his hands. Very important, your questions. What do you know about me? Why was I told to seek you out then? Pharod studies you with a critical eye. Stay your weapons for what I'm about to say, corpse. For it could be your ears that take offense. Pharod smiles wickedly. My ears no longer care, but yours are still fresh for the burning, it seems. I don't want to promise that I will never kill you, because you seem like the sort of person who deserves killing. But I can give you my vow that I will stay my hand, meaning that I will not kill you because I'm offended by what you say to me. But I need to know what you know. The truth. Pharod's tone softens as if cajoling. The truth was stretched a bit from my mind to my tongue when we first spoke, corpse. In all terrible honesty, I know little about you. He raises a withered finger. Yet, hear me out. Okay, this is seeming less and less worth it by the second. You're a color who plays at being dead, as I see. Pharod squints at you. Some time ago you came to me, like you are now. But not. Just strolled right into Illwind Court and said you wanted an audience with me. An audience with you? Aye, an audience. Pharod chuckles like whispering sand. like I was royalty. He seems amused, but there's an edge in his voice. You knew the right things to say, you did, oh yes. You spoke the chant like a governor, born and true. And I listened. So what did he, or I, want from you? Pharod gives a mock bow, his crutch creaking as he leans against it. Oh, Pharod, great collector king, he says. I have come before you to request a boon. A boon, I says. What could I offer a man of such obvious strength? Pharod wags his crooked finger. And you asked for a strange thing. You says, Lord Pharod, I asked for courtesy. Your collectors roam throughout the hive. If they should find my body, I want it kept safe. That is all I ask. Pharod shrugs. A simple boon. Okay, and that's it? Like, really? Is that all you know? Before you can speak, you suddenly feel a prickling in your skull as Pharod speaks the word boon, and the smell of blood and fear rushes through your nostrils. Pharod is hiding something. Something that happened in the past involving you, and it scares him. The boon he granted you was no simple matter. Okay. So you granted my boon just like that. There's nothing to be gained from it for you. Why did you even agree to do it? Pharod falls silent for a moment. A dead man can keep no promises, and promises full to a dead man are easy enough to make, corpse. You're a merchant, Pharod, not a Samaritan. Interesting. Interesting to find a reference to this, to the biblical story of the Samaritan here in the Planescape universe. I mean, I know what the game is going for, right? It's a sort of a translation into English thing, but kind of funny. There must have been another reason. Aye. Pharod's face suddenly peels back in fury, his skin flushing red. After you'd strung up a score of my blood on the hive walls to die, I had enough reason to promise you the plains themselves. Then your butchering self comes to my home, my kip, to demand a boon of me. Pharod calms himself, though his face is still flushed. I agreed. Wow, so I was just a butcher, just a terrible beast. I mean, make up the loss to you. Should I be generous with him? Alright, you know what? I'm feeling generous. I'm sorry about your people, Pharod. That wasn't me, but if I can make up the loss to you, I will. No matter. Them bodies served me well enough. The Dusties pay the same for fresh debtors as for old. And that was the only reason you agreed to my request. You knew things about me. Things only I knew. You knew I was greedy for something beneath Sigil, and you put a name and picture to it. The bronze sphere, you said. I didn't think you would fetch it for me. He chuckles. Yet did you? Aye. The plains turn in strange ways. Okay. You knew I was greedy for something beneath Sigil and you put a name and picture to it, the bronze sphere? Okay, but what does that mean? Is that all you know? All I know. Nay. But it's all I know about you, corpse. Okay, let's keep going. What did you take off my body after I died? Hi. Pharod licks his lips. Why, I took nothing, corpse. His face splits in a grin. Then I wasn't the one who found your body. Okay, and who was it? Pharod's smile widens, pulling the pasty folds of flesh back from his face like a curtain. Oh, I love that phrase. It's like the truth is finally getting revealed. My daughter, the rose of my eye, the sweetest of my family, and the sharpest wit of them all. He licks his dry lips and sighs in mock sadness. Such a cruel tongue on her. Cruel tongue? Who's your daughter?
Updated my journal.
My darling girl Anna. Oh, okay. She found you, dead as deader can be, in a place where most collectors wouldn't go for a mountain of coppers. Could be she plucked something off you, could be not. He leans in, shaking his head. You'll have to ask her, for it's not her dad's place to say. Don't lie to me, Pharod. You're a merchant and you always take a cut from your workers. What did Anna give you from my body? The journal. Ah, yes. My tribute. Pharod folds his withered hands over his crutch almost protectively. There's no telling what was from you or not, corpse. Most like there was nothing. Pharod, my patience is at an end. If you don't know over what was stolen, if you don't hand over what was stolen from me, I will see to it that the dustmen know where to find you. Okay, let's just pause. Anna is Pharod's daughter. That I did not see coming. But it makes sense that we will now have to have the opportunity to interact with her in a new way. So, Pharod is silent for a moment. He taps his fingers against his crutch, slowly. Well? Where has the decency of man gone? Pharod grumbles, shaking his head. A courtesy I'm doing for you, corpse. Such a courtesy. Pharod parting with anything. It'd be the dead book for me if anyone heard. Wait here. Move not a yard. I shall return. You know, I appreciate how he doesn't just have this mysterious thing in his pocket like NPCs usually do in games. And he has to go and fetch it.
Updated my journal.
After a long while, Pharod returns, his crutch clacking against the flagstones. In his hands he holds a number of items which he passes off to you. You will be silent on this, and accept the blessing that I even remembered. A few hundred coppers, a scrap of paper, bandages, and a ring. Oh no, that's gonna clutter up my inventory so bad. Very well. Now, who was it who found me again? Whoa, okay. Looks like about 400 coppers. My darling girl Anna. She found you. And okay, same line. Alright, I'll ask her. Where is she? Well, I kind of know. I mean, I don't know. I will have to remember, but I've seen her around. Where's Anna? Pharod shrugs. She's hiding in the shadows here, I expect, listening to trade the chant. I called for her after you went below. Had to ask her if you were really in the dead book when she found you or not. He chuckles dryly, then takes a deep breath and calls out to the darkness. Anna, stop mithering in those shadows and come greet our guest.
I feel stronger.
Is she really? She is, okay. Well, that makes finding her a whole lot easier. Hang on.
What now?
Okay, it's only just now occurring to me. Anna is a tiefling and Pharod is not a tiefling. I'm not sure how that whole thing works exactly in this universe, so I'm sure we will learn. Ah, what now? You turn to see a striking red-haired girl dressed in leather armor. You didn't even hear her enter the chamber. Her right arm is covered with a series of interlocking plates that look as if they were taken from the skin of some creature, and a horned shoulder piece protects her left arm. Oddly enough, she has a tail that is flicking back and forth as you watch. You're Anna. I met you in the hive outside the mortuary, correct? The girl ignores you and turns to Pharod. What's this about then? I'm not playing the leash pull with this scarred dog, so I'm not. Get one of your other gullies to do it. Anna, rose of my eye, have I not taught you to respect the dead? A thin smile worms across Pharod's face, and he makes a slight bow towards you. This resourceful corpse needs to know where you found him. Eh? What are you on about? She squints at you. He's not a deader. Ah, yes, my mistake. Pharod nods, then his voice drops dangerously. Yet, my darling Anna, that still makes it your mistake. For this one only had one foot in the dead book when you brought him to me. He taps his crutch against the flagstones with a light tap. He woke up, sought me out. Most embarrassing. So? Anna glances at you, then shrugs. He shouldn't be playing dead around the hive while I'm about, or he'll wake up in a Dusty's arms, he will. You know, I just realized I'm not really commenting on this much. I'm just reading it, but I feel like there's nothing really to comment on. This is just a sort of a family, well, not drama, but just like a domestic scene here happening before me, and I'm just like here to sit and enjoy the ride. Well, Anna, maybe you could have checked to see if I was dead before dumping me off there. That would have been really nice of you. Oh, aye, and maybe you should have been more careful, and maybe you wouldn't have been lying face down and stone still on the alley cobbles like a deader, aye? Okay, well, let's not escalate here. Enough of this. Where did you find my body? Show him where you found the body, Anna. Pharod taps his crutch again for emphasis. Take him to the haunted alley. Pharod studies Anna for a moment, then grins and turns to you. If you happen to lose my darling Anna on the way to the alley corpse, you come back and see Pharod. I'll guide you. Is this the game telling me, okay, if she happens to die, and you don't happen to resurrect her, go back to Pharod? I gotta say, that's pretty crazy to hear coming from him.
Updated my journal.
Anna sneers at Pharod, then throws a glance at you. Come on then, and keep your steps quick, Jig. Have little time to waste on the likes of you. Well, let's head there after I'm down here. Oh, why? Well, then you can sniff out your grave on your own, Egypt. I'm not Anna. Pharod's voice is quiet, but it cuts through the girl's speech like a knife. Be his minder. See that he comes to no harm while in the village. Then guide him to where he wishes to go. Anna spits on the ground. Pox on you both. That's what I was thinking. Now let's go. And we have our fourth companion, Anna. Wow. Okay. This was a long episode. Okay, we will continue next time right from here, right from where we left off. I expect we will probably talk to Anna. That will take us some time, and then we'll go see whatever it is that she wants to join us. Alright, Thank you for joining me today. I've been Savle, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.